to the broadcast of News Hour on Som TV, the pulse of the nation. You can follow us on Facebook at Som TV and on YouTube at Som TV Live. Now the major headlines. CRCN condemns deadly attack on KYK members in Benue State. Taraba State government engages tertiary institution in education reform dialogue. Hani Idibia returns to social media after publicized split from Two-Face. The president of the Christian Reformed Church Nigeria, CRCN, Reverend Dr. Ishaya Jarapi Magaji, has strongly condemned the recent attack on members of the KYK, a subgroup of the church, by unknown gunmen in Benue State. The incident, which occurred on March 27, 2025 at Jata, led to the death of the vehicle driver and left several members injured. Reverend Magaji called on the federal government and security agencies to conduct a thorough investigation, apprehend the perpetrators, and ensure justice is served. He lamented the targeting of innocent individuals on a missionary journey and emphasized the need for enhanced securities on highways to prevent such attack. The CRCN extends its condolences to the bereaved families and prayed for divine comfort. The church reiterated its call for stronger security measures to protect citizens and ensure free movement without fear of violence. In a bid to enhance the quality of higher education in Taraba State, the Ministry of Tertiary Education convened a strategic meeting with the heads of all tertiary institutions in the state. The meeting held on 27 March 2025 at the Taraba State Transport Corporation Hall in Jalingo focused on improving academic standards, infrastructure, and institutional collaboration. Commissioner for Tertiary Education Nicholas Nemesan Oliver reaffirmed the government's commitment to advancing education and urged institutions to work collectively towards excellence. He highlighted recent visits to institutions like the Polytechnic of College of Education Zing as part of efforts to assess and address challenges in the sector. Professor Bako Sunday Paul, speaking on behalf of institutional heads, shared insights on challenges such as inadequate facilities, funding, storages, and low staff morales. The meeting provided a platform for exchanging ideas and development strategies to overcome these issues. The ministry pledged to facilitate institutional collaboration, advocate for increased funding, and explore academic partnership to improve educational standards. Participants expressed optimism about the future, emphasizing the need for continuous dialogue and collective action to derive long-term progress in the state's tertiary education sector. Nollywood actress Hani Idibia has re-emerged on social media nearly 2 months after a widely publicized separation from Nigerian music icon Tu-Baba. Her return to Instagram has sparked widespread reaction as she seemingly embarks on a new chapter by wiping her page clean of all previous posts. Annie's marriage to Tu-Baba, with whom she shared 2 children, officially ended in January 2025 when the legendary singer publicly announced the separation. Reports suggest that in the aftermath of the split, Annie sought rehabilitations while Tu-Baba has since moved on with his new fiancée, Edo lawmaker Natasha Osawaro. A comeback follows intense public scrutiny and speculations over the state of her mental and emotional well-being. In the past, she has openly addressed personal struggles, including challenges within her marriage. The development has ignited debates among fans and industry observers, with some expressing support for Annie's fresh start, while others continue to analyze the event leading up to the high-profile breakup. The Ministry of Tertiary Education in Taraba State has taken a significant step towards strengthening the state's higher education sector by engaging heads of tertiary institutions in a high-level meeting. The gathering held at the TSTC Hall, Jalingo, focused on enhanced academic standards, infrastructure, and research innovation. Some TV correspondent Lilian Yakubu files in the report. Okay, sorry about that. A bill seeking to upgrade Lagos State 37 Local Government Council Development Area into full-flagged local government area has passed its second reading at the House of Representatives, sponsored by James Falake Babajimi Benson, Enitan Badiru, and 19 other lawmakers. The bill proposed amending the 1999 Constitution to officially organize the LCDA's increased Nigerian total local government areas to 811. The elected Lagos would surpass Kano, which currently has the highest number of local governments at 44. The LCDAs were created in 2023 by the Governor Bola Tinubu to address Lagos' growing population and economic significance. However, President Olusegun Obasanjo ordered the reversal, and the Supreme Court later ruled that they remained in chote until officially recognized by the National Assembly. The Archbishop of Abuja, Most Reverend Ignatius Kaigama, has applauded Governor Abu Kefas for his development stride in Taraba State, while urging sustained efforts to enhance security and stability. The cleric made the call after a closed-door meeting with the governor in Jalingo. Bandits have kidnapped 8 farmers and 4 other individuals in Karata village near Kwasangwe in Kaduna State, in Kagaro local government area. Community leaders confirmed the abduction, stating that the victims were working on their farm when the armed attackers struck last Thursday around 5 p.m. The assailants later seized 4 more residents from the village. As of now, no ransom demand has been made. Sources indicated that the bandits relocated to the Kasangwe area after security forces dislodged them from the previous hideouts in Janjala and neighboring communities in Kachia local government area. The Kaduna State Police Command has yet to issue an official statement, though the police source confirmed the incident. The newly appointed sole administrator of Rivers State, Vice Admiral Ibok Ete Ibas, retired, has dismissed all political appointees following the suspensions of Governor Seminalayi Fubara and the Deputy Professor Ngozi Odu. The affected officials include the Secretary of the State Government, the Chief of Staffs, and all commissioners who have been directed to hand over the permanent secretaries. The move comes after President Bola Tinubu declared a state of emergency in Rivers, on March 18, 2025, citing escalating political tension. The proclamation led to the suspension of the governor, dissolution of the state legislature, and the appointment of Ibas as sole administrator. Meanwhile, Bayelsa State Governor Dawiye Diri has appealed for dialogue, urging Tinubu to reconsider his discussion and facilitate a political resolution. The Enugu state government has welcomed the federal government's approval to relocate the Enugu Correctional Center from the government-reversed area to a more suitable site. Governor Peter Mba, during a meeting with the House of Representatives Committee on Reformatory Institutions, reaffirmed the state's commitment to facilitating the move. Mba highlighted the state's long-standing call for the facility relocation and assured the community, led by Chairman Chinedu Oga, of full cooperation. He revealed that the state had already identified surveyed a new site for the project. The governor also emphasized his administration's effort to reform the justice system, including automating court processes to expedite trials and ease congestion in correctional facilities. Oga praised Mba's initiatives, particularly in enhancing security and economic development, and urged further collaboration in improving inmate transportation. The 15th Emir of Kano, His Excellency His Highness Al-Haji Aminu Ado Bayero, has announced the cancellation of the Eid-el-Fitr celebration due to security concern in the state. Speaking at the Nasarawa Mini Palace in Kano on Wednesday night, the Emir emphasized that maintaining peace and stability was more important than the festivities. The Durbar, which would have coincided with the Emir's 5th anniversary on the throne, was initially planned but was called off following advice from Islamic cleric, elders, and council members. He urged Kano residents to use the Salah period to visit loved ones and celebrate peacefully. Praying for Allah's blessings and mercy during Ramadan, the Emir expressed hope that the people of Kano would find forgiveness and divine favor. The Plateau State High Court has sentenced 2 individuals, Thomas Damboy and Pam Lang, to death by hanging for their involvement in the murder of Chong Both. The verdict, delivered by Chief Judge Justice David Guanman in Jos, found the defendant guilty of crime, conspiracy, and culpable homicide. The prosecution, led by the Plateau State Attorney General, detailed how the crime occurred on April 26, 2010, when the victim and his family were attacked while working on their farm in Gia. Evidence presented in court showed that Damboy restrained the victim while Lang repeatedly struck him on the head with a stick. Both later died from his injuries at Plateau Hospital. Justice Mann ruled that the prosecution had proven a case beyond a reasonable doubt, sentencing the convict to 3 years in prison for conspiracy and death by hanging for homicide, as required by law. The case, which has drawn significant public attention, underscored the judiciary's commitment to addressing violent crime. The convicts retain the right to appeal. A notorious kidnapper identified as Garba, who had been on the wanted list of security agencies, was arrested in Gombe town, Adamawa State, during a coordinated operation by police operatives and professional hunters. Acting on credible intelligence, security forces apprehended him on March 26 around noon. During preliminary investigations, Garba confessed to being in possession of a locally made AK-47 rifle and a pistol, which were subsequently recovered. However, while being transported to the police station, he attempted to escape, prompting security personnel to take action. He was shot in the process and rushed to Carthage Hospital, Gombe, where he was later confirmed dead. Loyalists of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu have endorsed Ekiti State Governor Biodun Oyebenji for a second term. Under the Jagabani support group, they gathered at Fujeyi Park in Ado Ekiti to declare their backings. The group's national coordinator, Temitokpe Omotayo, highlighted Oyebenji's achievements in education, agriculture, infrastructure, healthcare, and youth development. He stated that the governor's policies had driven socio-economic growth, attract foreign investment, and boost internally generated revenue. Pledging full support, Omotayo described Oyebenji's tenure as transformative and emphasized the group's commitment to mobilizing for his re-election. Operatives of the Delta State Police Command have neutralized 5 suspected kidnappers in a gun battle and arrested 3 others. Police spokesperson Bright Edefe stated that in operation following intelligence gathering leading to the arrest of Adamu Abubakar, Elias Dogo, the alleged leader of the kidnapping syndicate. Further interrogation resulted in the capture of 2 more suspects, Abubakar Mohammed and Mohammed Bello, at Otowodo Park in Ugeli North local government area. Investigation revealed that group involvement in multiple kidnapping and armed robberies across Iyamuge, Otu Jirimi, Wari, and Ugeli. Acting on their confession, police recovered an arsenal of weapons including an AK-47 rifle, a pump-action gun, 3 locally made firearms, 2 magazines, 60 rounds of AK-47 ammunition, and 17 live cartridges from Iyamugo forest. As officers exited the forest, suspected gang members ambushed them, triggering a shootout in which 5 kidnappers sustained fatal injuries while others escaped. The injured suspect later died in the hospital. Meanwhile, the 3 arrested individuals remain in custody as investigations continues. Olufemi Ajadi, the Southwest leader of the New Nigerian People's Party (NNPP), has congratulated Bode Ojajuni on his recent promotion to the rank of Commissioner of Police. In a statement on Thursday, Ajadi praised Ojajuni's dedication and exceptional leadership in law enforcement, describing him as a trailblazer law enforcement committed to effective policing. Highlighting Ojajuni's achievement, Ajadi recalled his role in establishing the Human Rights Desk of Police Division across Lagos in 2006 and the Military Police and Paramilitary Forum. To strengthen security agencies' collaboration, he also commended Ojajuni's tenure as Deputy Commissioner of Police in Ogun State. where he tackled cultism and crime. Expressing confidence in his abilities, Ajadi stated that Ojajuni's track record of excellence would ensure further success in his new role. The Jos Electricity Distribution PLC has urged customers in Benue State to clear their outstanding electricity bills, which have reached 81 billion naira, warning that defaulters face disconnection. Speaking at the Customer Consultative Forum in Makurdi, Engineer Felix Adamu, representing the Managing Director, revealed that Benue's monthly energy consumption average is 33 million kilowatts, valued at 3 billion naira, but the company recovers less than 30% of revenue. He stressed that the growing debt was hindering JEDCO's ability to maintain and upgrade infrastructure, promoting the creation of a task force to disconnect defaulters. Irrespective of their status, during the forum, JEDCO officials advised customers on electrical safety, discouraged unauthorized tampers with power infrastructure, and encouraged compliance via official social media channel. Additionally, regulatory compliance experts urge investors in electricity infrastructure to adhere to Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission's guidelines. A powerful rainstorm in Yala local government area of Cross River State has claimed the life of 3 people after their mud houses collapsed during the downpour. The storm, the first of the year, brought strong wind and thunderstorm, toppling trees, cutting power lines, and leaving widespread destruction. At least 21 homes in the village of Ezekwe, Okpondon, and Wanakum were destroyed, with 2 women and 1 man killed when the house caved in. Yala local government chairman Dr. Frederick Okam described the disaster as a major setback, as the community had been working on road rehabilitation and farm input distribution ahead of the planting season. He lamented the rising cost of roofing material, which has left many displaced families without shelter, and called for urgent intervention from federal and state governments as well as humanitarian organizations. One of the victims, Ochim Oga, recounted how his wife was crushed to death when their house collapsed, leaving him to care for their 6 children alone. The community is appealing for immediate assistance to rebuild more heavier rains arrive, fearing disease outbreak and worsening hardship. The Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps (NSCDC) has deployed 4,000 personnel across the Federal Capital Territory to ensure security during the Eid al-Fitr celebration. FCT Commandant Olushola Odumosu ordered the development to protect lives, property, and critical infrastructure. Officers from specialized units, including the Female Strike Force and Counter-Terrorism Squad, will secure key locations such as prayer grounds, markets, and government buildings. Covert surveillance is also in place to monitor potential threats. Odumosu urged vigilance among residents, emphasizing collaboration with other security agencies to ensure peaceful celebration. The National Democrats of Employment (NDE), under the Renewed Hope Employment Initiative, has empowered 4,406 youth women and persons with disability in Akwa Ibom State with vocational tools and start-up loans. The event took place at the Federal Secretariat in Uyo on Tuesday. Beneficiaries from all 31 local government areas of the state underwent a 3-month training in various vocational skills, including fashion design, ICT, and hairdressing, speaking at the closing ceremony. NDE Director General Silas Agra, represented by State Coordinator Mrs. Unduka Essien, commended the beneficiaries for their commitment and urged them to utilize the resources to create jobs for themselves and others. We are taking a short break. We'll be right back. Please don't go away.
Only do your best because you know go feed you all. So if you want to criticize me, talk small.
Attention Taraba, here is a public service announcement to all youth groups and organizations in Taraba State. The Senior Special Assistant to the Governor of Taraba State on Youth Affairs, in collaboration with the Special Advisor, Youth Empowerment and the National Youth Council of Nigeria, Taraba State Chapter, invites all youth groups in the state to register for Taraba State Youth Transformation Initiative. Registration is free. The Taraba Youth Transformation Initiative is strategically designed to identify and equip youth groups with skills to enhance youth development. Registration will take place in all the 168 political wards in Taraba State. Registration starts 31st of March 2025. Venue: all local government secretariats across the state. Don't miss out. Register your youth groups today and take a step towards unlocking your full potentials. Join us and let's build a brighter future for Taraba youths. Ambassador Emmanuel George, JP, SSA, Youth Affairs, Announcer.
Welcome back. The Adamawa state government has confirmed an outbreak of rabies, with cats being notably affected. Commissioner for Livestock and Aquaculture Development Alhaji Tijani Mashak announced the development in Yola, stating that control measures were underway. Rabies, a fatal virus transmitted through the saliva of infected animals, primarily affects dogs and cats. Mashak urged pet owners to ensure their animals receive vaccinations at government-approved veterinary clinics. The ministry is awaiting the governor's approval for a statewide vaccination campaign with the focus on cats. Permanent Secretary Dr. Mohamed Amin revealed that tests conducted at the National Veterinary Laboratory in Vom Plateau State found 9 out of 19 sampled cats positive of rabies, suggesting a 50% infection rate. Director of Veterinary Services Dr. Bartholomew Inyalas reported 3 confirmed rabies-related deaths in 2024. And assured that surveillance measures were in place across all 21 local government areas. He advised pet owners to watch for symptoms such as unusual behavior, excessive salivation, and high body temperature, and to seek immediate veterinary care if observed. That's all for the edition on News Hour. Some TV is a 24-hour TV station. Before we go, here is a recap on the major headlines. Annie Idibia returned to social media after publicized pleas from Tubaba. House of Rep consider bills to upgrade Lagos LCDAs to local government areas as Nigerians' LGA counts may rise to 811. Bandits adopt 12 in Kaduna, Korotu village as no ransom demanded yet. Rivers Sole Administrator Vice Admiral Ibas sacked all political appointees amid leadership.